Boom, there we go. Coming in live and clear. What is going on, everybody? So we are diving right into this. Had some technical issues. I think we got this worked out to make sure that I'm always here. 8:45, 7:45 Eastern, 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. And Vernon Brown here. Teach you how to own your happy. Always giving some tips. Always trying to balance out so much of the negative with more of the positive. Looking to see what we have going. And it's about making life fun. And some different ways that you can go about this. One really important way that I use to go about it, and you can always tell if you or others haven't been doing this. But when you are out there, crushing things in life, you're focusing on doing better things. You have got to find a way to make it fun. Making it fun is a skill set a lot of people, might not be aware that they can have access to. It was this weekend. I made myself have fun. As crazy as the concept that is. What was in my head? I felt like I was just going, going, going. I felt like I was learning so much, but I forced myself to have fun. Because no matter what, that circumstance, that situation, that problem, that issue is going to be there. I'm not saying be irresponsible, but go make yourself have some fun. We need to have more fun. I am talking to myself loud and clear. When I say fun, I'm not saying go out there and party your brain out and spend a bunch of money and where you got a schedule. No, I'm talking about go out there and do something that is very simple for you that lights you up. I mentioned I went to the beach this weekend. We had, a pretty big celebration for in my opinion, a pretty big celebration for my buddy who went to the beach. We celebrated things like this. Even with all the things that are going on, had to have some bad news coming to my schedule this week. What I'm going to do, I've got to find a way to celebrate it. No matter what your situation or circumstance is, celebrate this stuff. If you are working on being in a better relationship, because February is all about relationship and tying this all together to that, and if you're working on maybe establishing yourself so you can have a bit better relationship in the future, start having fun with it. Why? Because if you are walking around with resting bitch face, you're walking around with this curmudgeon look, do you really think that is going to attract the one that you're wanting? No. If you are in a place where you're trying to improve your life, you could be in a growth point in your life, just like I am. If you are walking around looking, do you really think it's going to invite a lot of the better conversations? No. And you can look at so many people who are looking at, let's go back. Go back to, I can even say in my life, 30, 40 years ago, but a couple generations ago, I always heard about different family members just hanging out on the porch, just kicking and laughing and talking. And when I grew up, we would all just laugh and joke and have cookouts. We would just do these things. And because everyone was having so much fun, I remember thinking as a kid, these people don't have problems. These people be in my family. But as I started getting older, I started recognizing they did have problems. Quite honestly, depending on how you were raised, I can definitely say this for my family, and this might be for your own, that their problems were significantly different than a problem. Ooh, significantly different than the problems that we that are managing now. But they still managed to have fun. They didn't have the internet. They didn't have, social media, of course. Social media was looking out the window and, oh, I see a car and he called 5, 10, 15, 20 people. But they had real problems. Fitting in wasn't a big issue for them. I'm not saying it didn't bother them, but when it comes to worrying about, where's my next meal coming from, according to my family, how I was raised, or, where's the next, trauma going to come from? And then, for many of us and lots of people I've talked to, that, they might not have had the same situations, but they can at least identify, but they had different hardships. And they were able to make it through and have fun. So what's our excuse? Find ways to have fun. Success leaves clues, as the quote goes. And look at your grandparents. Look at your uncles. Not all your uncles, not all your grandparents and aunts and things like that, but look at the older ones. They find ways to dance with life. Find some way to dance. Find some ways to spread those wings when you feel like you're falling in life right now. Spread those wings and glide. Go have fun though. Simple message, but parents need to hear it. Adults need to hear this. Go have fun. We tell our kids to do it. Now, adult is telling you, go out there and do something fun for yourself. Head to ownyourhappy.com and learn how to own your happy. I will see you all tomorrow. If you got any questions, don't be afraid to drop a comment or send me a message. Peace.